Sarah Logue here on behalf of Team Logue and Remax Escarpment. I'm joined with the lovely Krista Barton. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
We're in this gorgeous pocket of Milton that I don't think I've ever been on this path, so I was so excited to try something new. This is amazing.
It's a hidden gem.
It really is. You got to tell me about this community.
So this is actually the Ford neighborhood of Milton, one of our newest communities. Would have been built in the last 3 to 5 years roughly.
Really new.
Most of the homes in here, are quite new. They're still, still smell nice and fresh like from the builder. And one of the great initiatives that was developed within these neighborhoods is they wanted more walking trails, they wanted more green space. So this is just one example of quite a few in this neighborhood and in the newer parts of town where you can enjoy, the walking trails and the ponds and the creeks and everything that comes with it, including the wildlife, which is great.
It's amazing because we get a lot of pushback on new build subdivisions, right? People are always worried they're giving up their tree line or their open concept spaces. They feel compressed. So when I stand here, I don't feel compressed.
Not at all.
It's spectacular. So statistically, how is this neighborhood doing now that we're in this changing market?
So admittedly, this neighborhood is a little bit down compared to the rest of Milton. And part of what's dragging that down is in 2021, we actually had a higher number of record sales in this neighborhood compared to what's been happening this year. So the over 2 million price point was really, really busy last year, where this year we're finding it's just a little more depressed. We're finding the smaller homes are selling in this neighborhood more than they were last year. So in terms of average sale price, it does appear to be down, but when you actually look at the statistics of the type of property that are being sold, we're coming out on average with Milton, which is about still 5% ahead of last year.
I like hearing that some of the smaller houses are selling, so that means that buyers are finally seeing the opportunity that they can get back into the market versus that $2 million buyer being the only person to get into the market.
Absolutely. That's where the opportunity is right now, especially in all of Milton, this neighborhood, any neighborhood, anybody who's looking to upsize right now. It's a perfect opportunity because we're finding the condos and townhouses have retained very good value. We're still about 14% ahead versus last year, whereas, the detached are about 5% ahead. So if you're looking to move up, this is a really great time and a really great opportunity to do it.
Incredible. So if I need all the details on this community, I'm going to reach out to Krista Barton because you are my Milton girl and learn about some of these cool pockets that are available beyond just looking at the house. Krista, I know you have the opportunity to work with a lot of investors in this area as well, so maybe you could give us an understanding on how rental markets are doing.
The rental market in Milton is so strong right now.
Really?
Most rentals are receiving multiple offers, multiple applications from very well qualified tenants. And in terms of our average rents, we're up 9% this year versus the same time last year. So the rents continue to climb, which is making this a really, really strong market for anybody who's interested in making an investment.
Yeah, it's an incredible time to be a buyer, and it's nice to know that there's someone to fill that hole once you've purchased.
Absolutely. And when you compare us to the rest of Halton, we actually are doing a lot stronger than other rental markets. So not only are our prices a little bit more attainable than, let's say, the Oakville, but our rents are also keeping and pacing with the market and continuing to grow. So in terms of looking for a positive cash flow and a great cap rate, Milton has always been a really strong market for that.
Do you think it's because Milton offers so many more new homes versus maybe Oakville or Burlington?
It's a combination of that, and also we're so close to the 401, and we're finding that for families who have couples who work in, let's say, one's in Waterloo and one is in Toronto, this is a really great central location because they can both go opposite directions. So we tend to find this is where people are coming when they all work in different areas because we're so accessible here with the 401.
So for all our investors who are struggling during the COVID chaos, they actually have an opportunity now.
This is the prime time to become a landlord or to make a further investment and purchase more properties. I foresee a very positive future.
Amazing. So if you're looking to become an investor in this pocket or a purchaser, please reach out to Krista Barton at teamlogue.ca.